Many people are unaware that members of the Hitler family served as soldiers in World War II, and that two of Hitler's nephews actually ended up as prisoners of war. A few years ago I made a video about the fate of Heinrich Hitler, known as Heinz to the family, who was the son of Hitler's brother Alois Hitler Jr. A junior non-commissioned officer or Unteroffizier in an artillery regiment in 1941, Heinz served in Operation Barbarossa, the German invasion of the Soviet Union. Call of War World War II is a free online strategy game that gathers millions of players worldwide. You fight up to 100 other players in real time in games that can take weeks to complete. The games feature World War II historically accurate maps and units that allows you to create your own path and rewrite history. Call of War World War II is fully cross-platformed. Your objective is to take over the world. Define your own strategy, build powerful armies by combining dozens of different unit types, and fight for world domination. Mark Felton Productions viewers are getting a special gift. Click on the link below to get 13,000 gold and 1 month of premium subscription for free. The offer is available for only 30 days, so click the link in the description, choose a country and fight your way to victory in epic real-time battles. Decorated with the Iron Cross Second Class for bravery, he was captured on the 10th of January 1942 while collecting signals equipment from a frontline post. Naturally, he became a prize prisoner for the Soviets and was extensively, and some say brutally, interrogated by the NKVD in Moscow. Hitler subsequently approved of an offer through the Swiss to exchange Heinz for Stalin's son, Lieutenant Yakov Djugashvili, who had been captured by the Germans in 1941. Stalin personally rejected this offer as he was still hopping mad that Yakov had allowed himself to be taken prisoner in the first place. This sealed Heinz's grim fate, and he died in prison in Moscow on the 21st of February 1942 at the age of 21 due to ill treatment. But while Heinz was languishing in jail, another of Hitler's nephews was also serving on the Eastern Front. Leo Rudolf Raubal Jr. was the son of Hitler's half-sister Angela Hitler, who was older than the Führer, being born in 1883. Hitler's father Alois had married in total 3 times. Angela Hitler being one of 2 children from Alois's second marriage. Adolf Hitler was one of 6 children of Alois's third marriage. This made Leo Raubal Hitler's half-nephew. Leo's sister was Gaily Raubal, with whom Hitler allegedly had a sexual relationship that ended with her suicide in his Munich apartment in 1931. Leo Raubal was born in October 1906 in Linz, Austria, and he was gifted academically, taking a degree in chemistry and marrying. He was also one of Hitler's favorite nephews, staying regularly in Hitler's various homes as the Führer climbed into power. One Nazi official, Ernst von Hanfstaengl, described unexpectedly meeting Leo in 1923 at Hitler's then Munich lodgings, describing him as a big lump of a boy. Quote, "He was an ill-formed lad," end quote, noted von Hanfstaengl, meaning that Leo was not particularly good-looking. And in fact, once a man, it was noted that Leo bore a strong resemblance to his uncle Adolf. Hitler often sent Leo presents of money, and once his mother was employed as a housekeeper at the Berghof, Hitler's palatial mountaintop house in southern Bavaria. Leo visited regularly, although some historians have alleged that his feelings for his uncle cooled following his sister's suicide. In October 1939, Leo was called up for military service, joining the Luftwaffe. Commissioned as a second lieutenant or lieutenant, and due to his educational background, he ended up serving in the engineering section of the Air Force. A member of the German Sixth Army during its advance to Stalingrad, Lieutenant Raubal ended up trapped along with 300,000 other German, Italian, and Eastern European troops in the Stalingrad cauldron. Injured, space on evacuation flights out of Stalingrad grew increasingly scarce as the German efforts to relieve the trapped army were defeated and the German front line pushed westwards by strong Soviet counteroffensives. Someone realized that Leo was now vulnerable to capture, and the Soviets getting their hands on another of Hitler's nephews was not desirable. Hitler was approached with a plan to send a plane into Stalingrad specifically to rescue the wounded Leo. But Hitler rejected this idea and stated that, as an officer, Leo had a duty to remain with his men, come what may. So, Leo Raubal became a prisoner of the Soviets when the Stalingrad pocket finally surrendered on the 2nd of February 1943, and was marched off into captivity along with 91,000 other German troops. It is assumed that an intelligent man like Leo Raubal realized that due to the Soviet treatment of German POWs, few of the 91,000 prisoners would ever see home again. So at some point soon after his capture, he made himself known to the Soviets, who had no idea who he was up to that point, his identity being corroborated by other German officers. The NKVD immediately flew him to Moscow for very detailed interrogation that lasted for 12 years, and it appears that Leo cooperated fully with his captors, providing the Soviets with a very detailed picture of Hitler and his family, and the personalities that formed the inner circle based on his own observations and family gossip. Ultimately, out of the 91,000 Germans captured at Stalingrad, only 5,000 ever returned home, and Leo would eventually be one of those lucky ones. Interestingly, during his incarceration, Hitler explored a possible exchange, via the Swiss again, of his nephew for Stalin's son, but the Soviets again rejected such an offer, and Yakov Djugashvili would die in a concentration camp in 1943. Leo Raubal was among the last German prisoners released on the 28th of September 1955, and he was allowed to return home to Austria. His mother Angela Hitler had already died of a stroke in Hanover in October 1949. Leo worked initially in a steel factory and then as a teacher until his retirement. His son Peter Raubal, who was born in 1931, is still alive, living in Linz, and along with the two surviving sons of Hitler's half-brother, Alois Hitler Jr., who live in America, are today Adolf Hitler's great-nephews and his closest living relatives. Leo Raubal died in 1977 while on holiday in Spain at the age of 70. He is buried in Linz, Austria. Don't forget that Mark Felton production viewers are getting a special gift from Call of War World War II. Click on the link below to receive 13,000 gold and 1 month premium subscription for free. Choose a country and fight your way to victory. Many thanks for watching and for supporting this channel during 2022. I hope you've enjoyed my content and will come back for more. Please also visit my audiobook channel, War Stories with Mark Felton, and you can also help to support both of my channels at PayPal and Patreon. Details in the description box below.